Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a little bit of customer service or handling some customer service issues. So I wanted to do a quick video here. These might repeat themselves as you start watching these customer service videos, but it's going to start giving you a really good idea how to handle these issues on a consistent basis. And once you start watching the videos, you might see something in one video that's going to help you in the next. So I'm going to get into the back office here. All right, you're going to see that we had a buyer message. So obviously, once again, we want to respond to those under 24 hours. So once we get into here, it says he showed it at 8:19. So that's Pacific time. So that would be 8 or 11:19 Eastern Standard Time where I'm at. So it's about 4 hours that I'm responding to him. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it here. And then it looks like just the item that we sent him. It was leaking, and he was wanting to know if he should return this for a refund. What I would do normally is actually ask him if he would like a refund or a replacement sent. But what I actually went ahead and did, since it was only a $15 item, is just went ahead and found the email and found the supplier number for this item. So I pulled up the email, going by the order number, found the item, and I actually just called this number real quick. And what they did is they just asked for the confirmation number. I told them what the problem was, and they said it was as simple as them saying, well, we're just going to go ahead and have another one shipped out immediately, and it should be to him in the next couple business days. So it's as simple as that. It was a 3-minute phone call. They're going to go ahead and take care of our customer and send them a new one. So really what I'm going to respond to this message here. So VM Innovations basically said that we don't need to return the defective item. So in that case, he hasn't put in a return request yet. He was basically wondering or asking if he should do that. So we're going to let him know that no, he does not have to put in a return request because our supplier does not need the item back. Therefore, we don't need to put in a return request and get a return label and all that stuff. They said just keep that item and we'll send you a new one. So I'm just going to basically just give him all the information that our supplier gave us. Once again, we apologize. Hello, Eugene. First of all, we apologize for the defective item. Secondly, we want to let you know that you will not need to return the item and that we have already processed a replacement item for you. It should arrive in the next couple business days. Once again, we apologize for this. If you need anything else at all, please let us know. All right, simple as that. So we'll let him know that. Obviously, there may be a situation to where he would reply, um, and either ask for a refund. To where in this situation we might go ahead and just give him the refund because it's only $15. Now, if it's a more expensive item, we're not going to do that. But the fact that it's only $15, anything really under 15 to 20, if we start having issues and they start messaging us and giving us a bunch of grief, normally we're just going to go ahead and give them the money back. But in this case, he should be happy that we've already processed a replacement, and it's already going to be shipped out so quickly. So normally he'll be happy, but we'll kind of wait and see if that's the case or not. But I'm just going to let him know all this, and if there's a situation, I mean, it's easier just to handle it than to go back and forth. You never want to go back and forth with the customer. So it's always easier to just pick up the phone, call the supplier, get it handled, and get back to them immediately with the issue. So I'm going to go ahead and reply to this. All right, and that should show that we replied here shortly. All right, so it'll show up. That'll go away here in a minute. But I wanted to show you another issue, actually. So we ran into an issue to when I found out that you can't actually edit a listing. Here, I'll show you what I mean. So this is the item that I'm talking about. Copy, go to inventory here, and search for that item. So I found a different supplier. When I initially set this product up, I set it up through Rakuten, and they were out of stock, and they were selling the item in a quantity of 1. Let me see here. And this Amazon listing, is actually for a quantity of 4. So you'll see it says a 4-pack. When somebody listed this, they listed the item and it was only sold as a 1-pack. So what I went ahead and did is I went and searched for this item at another supplier, and I found it. It was actually, conveniently enough, it was at VM Innovations for a good price. It was $40.99 is what it was. So down here we're going to be able to compete at that price at $40.99. But when I went, and this is exactly how I did it, I edited it and changed the URL in there, and also changed the source price. But for some reason, I just found out that you cannot edit this information into here. So normally what I should have done is deleted this listing altogether and then relisted it through the new supplier. Because I mean, obviously you can't change or update the product details through there for some reason. Now, I don't know if that's a glitch in the e-com system, and what I'm actually going to do is probably just hit this chat button down here and chat with e-com to let them know that I tried to update the product details through e-com, and for some reason it reverted back to the old original source price that was originally put in there that was for a 1-pack. So I don't know why that changed back on me, but it did, and you'll see that this item was actually sold. Let's see here. This item was actually sold for $28.37. So for us to get this item, it's going to be $40.99. So this is an item that we definitely do not want to process because we're going to lose, let me see here, roughly $20 to $25 just on this one item if we process that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to email them, and that whole updating, the URL and the supplier, changing the suppliers and all that might be a little bit confusing, but don't worry about that. Worry about the fact that we, for sure we can't process orders that are, well, so I'll actually search for this item now. Or, see here, I'll go back to, and I'll show you where we get this item from. You can't process orders that are way under, or like if you obviously sell it for $28.37 and we can't get it, or we can get it for $40.99. That's a big issue. So you'll see it's a 4-pack, and this is the cheapest place that has it around. So we wouldn't be able to get this from another supplier or anything else like that. So we're going to take a big hit if we process that order. So, always beware of the purchase price and the cost that we're getting it for, because the higher our margins, our profit margins, the better this business is going to be. You definitely can't build a business by losing money all the time. So what I'm going to do, sorry, I'm getting kind of sidetracked with all the things I got going on. What I'm going to do is I'm basically going to pull up that order, and I'm going to email Jason and let him know exactly. Well, I'm going to email him the cancellation email that we have, and just let him know, we can't. We're out of stock on that. Do apologize for this login and request so they're not actually canceling the item. I'll try to remember to update that email. But if you have to do this and for some reason you see that it's not changed, they're not actually canceling the order. What they do is they put in a request to cancel, and then we cancel the order. So I don't want them to get confused. So I just kind of clarify that a little bit, and then I'll go up here. Obviously, make sure we always change the name. Hello, Jason. This is going to be order information. We close this listing. So I went ahead and closed that listing, so it's not available. We can't. Basically, what that's saying is we can't process the order. You guys know what that email says. So then I'll make sure his order number gets put in here. And then if I don't hear from him within a day, then I'm definitely going to be calling him. And then as soon as I call him, once again, I want to send him an email, basically in the email stating that I just wanted to follow up with my phone call. Because once again, we always want to have emails on file with Amazon. So in case that Jason down the road files an A to Z claim or something like that, we have our tracks covered. So once they go back and look at that email thread, they'll know that we emailed him like we're doing now. And then from the second email, they're going to know that we called him, and then we followed up with him via email after that call. So just make sure we're just tracking ourselves here. And then that should be good. And like I said, I'll wait to hear from him for a day. And if I don't hear from him, probably by tomorrow, I'll give him a call, and then I'll shoot him another email if I don't hear, or if he doesn't cancel it after the phone call there. So, but that's it for today, guys. I appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next video.